From LALATE headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Afternoons LALATE.
It's a big afternoon of Afternoons LA with incredible great news about your fourth stimulus check update of 2021. In this recording, we're going to go over the breaking news about the House passage of your wonderful recon. That wonderful recon means we go off to the Senate, and the Senate will add provisions in this incredible recon that grows it across the board. What is in this recon? About $15,000 of checks you're going to get in this incredible recon. Then we're going to turn to the exciting great news about third stimulus that's paying still on average about $45,000 of checks across several programs. You can get that money right now, not 5 weeks from now, and not 5 months from now, and get your bills paid today. We'll be turning to student loan debt forgiveness and the latest details on that, plus fifth stimulus, and then the exciting details that everyone's been watching and wondering and thinking about. Frame wars, oh my goodness. Unexplainable, sort of like my voice. My voice is a little bit gone, sort of like Joe Manchin's rationality. My voice has disappeared, sort of like Mitch's sense of rhythm. But I'm still here with you. Turn up the volume because you always complain about the volume. We got that and more as we go into a big afternoon. Exciting details as the House bills now in the Senate. They'll pay you about $15,000. But you can get your bills paid right now under third stimulus. And the excitement starts right now. I hope you're doing well. Hope the weather is good where you are, and hope the weekend is going well for you as well. Well, here we go. The House has passed your incredible recon, and we are off to the Senate. The Senate will add provisions to that recon, and those changes will add checks, not detract. The checks recon so far amount to about $15,000, and I'm going to explain how you get these checks in this recording. Then we turn back to third stimulus, which is still paying bills. You don't need to wait for fourth stimulus, or you can get your bills paid today. I'll go over all those incredible details in this recording. Then we turn to student loan debt forgiveness. More debt could be forgiven, a $10,000 offer across the board. And then we turn it to the fifth stimulus. Fifth stimulus heats up next year. You need it, sort of like how I need my voice back. Then we go to the incredible details of frame wars. Wow, it's exciting. And where are we today? Episode 5, as we saw some new comments coming overnight. The excitement's here, the excitement's right now, and this, my friends, is LALATE, America's only 24-hour day, 7 days a week financial news channel in America, live in the morning, taped in the afternoons. Coming up next is a brand new evenings LALATE at 5 o'clock tonight. Then we have a Street and Stimulus, then we have Countdown to Street and Stimulus, and shows throughout all the entire night. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that like button and consider becoming a member. Here we go. What we're covering in this recording, we have a lot to cover. First, we're going to go over the incredible recon that passed the House of Representatives on Friday. And that recon is now in the Senate. The recon so far, starting point, pays you about $15,000 of multiple checks across this incredible recon. Then we turn to the details of third stimulus, still paying out. And then to fifth stimulus, coming in January. Those details and more, plus student loan debt forgiveness. Wow, we got a big recording, so let's get right to it. The first item at business is that incredible recon, fourth stimulus recon that has multiple checks in there that'll pay you about $15,000. Yes, multiple checks you qualify for. For what are they? They're across 3 clusters and 2 add-ons. So let's go over each of those clusters, starting with the first one right now. Hazard pay, they got it in there. That's for the essential workers and the earned income tax credit back-end check. $4,000 of elder care front-end checks, $4,000 for care for young people front-end check. Then they got in there the Pell Grant, 1 more year, $550 check to my college students. Then they got in there CTC, 1 more year, front-end check, $3,600. And then the excitement of the home repairs. Wow. A lot of viewers are very excited about this provision. I am as well. Low-income community homes, free home repairs. How do you get? Stay with me later in this video. And then $12,500 for the purchase price of a new electric vehicle, U.S. auto manufacturer. There you go. Very exciting. That is the first cluster passed. The first add-on comes from the wonderful Maxine Waters. And in this recon, what does she add? She adds in there free money to go get a voice because your voice is gone. Excuse me? That's not very funny. She had in there free money to go buy a house, which is actually better than a voice because you can always have a house and just sort of keep your mouth shut. Sort of what you wished with Kevin McCarthy. Oh, that's a good one. Go get a free house, Kevin, and keep your mouth shut. $25,000. She wanted that number. She got a little bit less. There we go. And the incredible money of this incredible house money. How do you get it? It's coming up later in this video. I got to write down that joke. I like that one. I'm sorry. Home repairs in this second cluster. We got a lot of money in the second cluster. We got more home repairs. We got paid leave. We got home health care credit. We got in pre-kindergarten front end check. And then we got the household tax credit. That weatherizing your home definitely needed. You know, it's Thanksgiving week next week, so I will be here giving thanks that I don't have to see Mitch over the weekend. It's Thanksgiving week next weekend. So yeah, we'll have special programming. I will show up as a lobster, and I will show we will have a lobster versus turkey wars. Yeah, I think we should do that. So you need to weatherize your house because weatherizing your house is very needed for those areas that are prone to hurricane fires and similar. Let's go to the second add-on. It comes from Bob Casey, and that wonderful add-on from Bob Casey is the free home health care. Free home health care for people on disabilities and seniors. He wanted $250. He got a little bit less, and that is great. Let's go to the third add-on of checks, third cluster checks. Here we go. Lots of deliciousness. Well, the third cluster has money for seniors, like free school meals for all, checks, then cheaper prescription medication, immigration reform, farmers, free internet. Then we have the money for seniors with expansion of Medicare. More about that second. We got the independent contractors, but the Medicare expansion, very, very fascinating. So House versus Senate, this is where it sort of lies itself out. House bill has two provisions in there. First, a hearing got in there, and the Medicaid gap states got in there. Senate says good, but we're going to add three more provisions in there for my seniors. Dental, vision, and lower the eligibility age of Medicare. Wow. How do you get these monies? It's coming up later in this video. Stay with me, which brings us to our third add-on, and that is monthly stimulus check, or MSC, IRS stimulus check. There's 6 senators who have always been part of the equation, and viewers this week, no less than 3 of them, picked up the phone and advocated. Donnie did, Lynn Glenn, and another viewer advocated for the inclusion and got yeses back. Those 6 senators you want to call, dedicate one day for the C's, the W's, and then the S's. Sanders, Schumer, Casey, Coons, Warren, Wyden advocate for the inclusion because guess what? They've always said they would do it, and that MSC, the calculation, people would ask me about that. So the last place they had it in there, or the last place they mentioned it to viewers of this channel was the following calculation. $2,000 the first month, $1,000 thereafter for 6 months. And there you go. They always talked about the same eligibility as third stimulus check. And the eligibility for third stimulus check was single individual, $75,000, they got it. $150,000 or less, married couple, they got it, double it. Family of 4, they got it, quadruple it. And if you're on benefits, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, you got it as well. So you need to advocate for its inclusion because guess what? There's one universal theme that came out of this week. Senators have a lot to do. They have a lot to do. So I want you to pick up the one to advocate, but I also don't want you to be in a false sense of reality, thinking that money is going out from fourth stimulus to you next week. It's not happening. Fourth stimulus is a very embattled bill that has a lot of stuff to add into it, and you want the stuff to be added in there. So how do you get your bills paid? Not from fourth stimulus, not next week. No, you get it from third stimulus. right today. And I'm so excited for all the incredible viewers. I forgot to bring my notes on camera. I'm sorry. But I had about 3 more viewers overnight send me their success stories just in the last 24 hours. They have gotten some of that $45,000 that viewers have gotten on average from third stimulus, rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, food, internet, SNAP, even wood. Lorica got wood. And I don't mean Woody from Toy Stories. I mean wood. All of the details of how you can get your bills paid right now. The importance of me going on camera, even with a half of a voice, was to make sure you get your bills paid. I want to not miss a single day without you because it's very important you get your bills paid, and I'm going to show you how under third stimulus. That's my dedication. So your dedication is get a pen and paper ready. After the second half of this video, we're going to go over the money you can get and get that cell phone ready. That's all you need. We'll be turning back over to fourth stimulus and the Senate changes that are going into this incredible recon. We'll be going over to the programs, 3 that pay you about $15,000 a start, but it's going to be a lot more than that. We turn to student loan debt forgiveness, the latest on student loan debt forgiveness, and then we turn into the details of a fifth stimulus. Plus, they may not see eye to eye, but I don't care. They're back. They are Frame Wars. And I have the latest installment of Frame Wars today. Those details and more as we go into a big, bold, beautiful afternoon. I'm excited for you here. I'll see you in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now, direct from San California, as we go into the second half of this video. Past a wonderful recon that is going to the finish line. How much money you're going to get? I have the latest details as Senate changes are coming. Those Senate changes add on to whatever is existing currently in the bill, and it pays you about $15,000. How do you get this money? I'm going to show you how. But no time to wait, because I can get your bills paid this week under third stimulus. $45,000 of bills I can get paid. And then we turn back to the exciting details of student loan debt forgiveness. More debt could be forgiven. Whose debts would be forgiven net? I have showed the latest details in that. Then we turn to fifth stimulus. You need this because guess what? Your benefits are going up 5.9% in January, but that's not enough. Then we turn to Frame Wars. The latest details on that and more as we go into a big, bold, beautiful afternoon. I'm excited you're here. I'm excited you are with me. And this is LALATE. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers to YouTube record. I want you part of this incredible family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video and consider becoming a member. Coming up next is the big, bold, beautiful overnights crypto. And then we go into Evening to LA tonight at 5 o'clock. Countdown at 6 and a Street and Stimulus at 7. Then Sirloin is back. And with that, it's just such an exciting day and then an exciting weekend. Let's go over the details starting right now. Here we go. Well, the President of the United States got his incredible recon passed by the House of Representatives on Friday. It's called the Build Back Better Act, and yes, it has a lot of checks in there. What's important to understand is that it's passed in the House and now it goes to the Senate. And now in the Senate, they're going to add other checks in there. They represent, and there's a lot of opportunity for you to advocate if you've not already, because they have stuff to add in there. So far, the totality of those checks in this incredible recon pays about $15,000 to viewers of this channel on average. I'm going to show you how that number number is probably an undervaluing. It's probably much larger, but the Senate changes are going to come thereafter. And this is after that incredible passage on Friday. So off to the Senate we go. And so what are those programs? What are in there? Let's go over some of them before we go to the Senate changes. And the programs that pay you about $15,000 in this incredible recon start with paid leave and family leave. This is a lot of money. How much money is it? It's a fortune. It's a couple $1,000s a year. So what's at issue? $75,000 or more per year, you will get $1,700 a week. $35,000 or more per year, $800 a week. $35,000, $15,000 or more per year, $400 a week. How many weeks? 4 weeks per year. Whoa, that is a lot of money. That is $5,000 to $6,000. What is this for? You have to stay home from work because of death, illness, or birth of a new child in the household, not COVID related. And if you do not work, do not worry, because the household member who does, who has to stay home from work for you, gets the money for the household. Case in point, you live with your son, and your son takes you to the doctor once a week and has to take off from work. Now your son will get paid for that, for taking you to work, to the doctor. That is a covered benefit for the whole household. There you go. The best part of this incredible provision is it's for everyone, all income levels, all types of workers, self-employed, gig workers, W-2, 1099s, and all income levels. Wow. The second item that got in this incredible recon is the SALT cap. And the SALT cap was $10,000 under the Trump administration. No longer the case. They're raising the SALT cap to $72,500. What is a SALT cap? When you go to pay your federal tax return, you can deduct what you pay in state and local taxes. Now you can deduct more than $10,000 of what you pay in state and local taxes. You can deduct $72,500. Wow. They got job training in there, $40 billion. So now you can take a free job training to pick up a new skill. Even if you're retired, fifth stimulus is going to allow you to get back to work and still stay on benefits. That's coming up later in this video. Medicaid gap fix, they got this in there. People are always asking me daily about cheaper insurance, or insurance if you don't have any. So this is the 12 Republican states where the governors refused to pay for Obamacare. They were the holdout states. They got the workaround in this recon that will provide years of subsidized private insurance to individuals who are low-income uninsured in those states. Wow. Then we go to the housing assistance, the best provision of this incredible recon. And that housing assistance is $150 billion for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, also home repairs, weatherize your home, and first-time home purchase. Does the first few items sound familiar? They should, because they are from third stimulus. And yes, you don't have to wait for fourth stimulus to become law to pay your bills. You look at your bills this week. You look at your bills this weekend. What are they? Rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, food, internet. Don't wait for fourth stimulus. I can get those bills paid right today with third stimulus. Yes, get your pen and paper ready. The average payout that viewers have gotten for third stimulus is $45,000. So we're going to go over those details right now as we step back into third stimulus land. And here we go. Big sums of money. And what are they? First, let's go over eligibility. You, period, end of sentence, end of paragraph, end of story. You qualify. If you're single, married, children, not with children, elderly, young, on disabilities, not on disabilities, behind on bills, not behind on bills, you qualify. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call. And let's go over the rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And we're going to start first with the rent. The rent numbers are astronomical. They are so huge. They were $20,000 to $30,000 3 months ago. That was then. They are much bigger now, folks. This is why I want you to get this money. So let's pull up that graphic. Here we go. Here's the graphic about 3 months ago. All the way from 20 to 30,000. Nisi was at 20,000. Elizabeth was at 27. The numbers are now 40,000. Why? Because the rent's gone up. 1, 2, people become better at doing this because they watch the videos. And number 3, you can get multiple rounds. I'll show you in a second what that means. Where do you get this money? I'm going to show you right now. If you're a member to this channel, the newsletter features the 6 places you reach out to. Otherwise, here they are. Write them down. City Hall, City Housing Authority. County Hall, County Housing Authority. State Hall and State Housing Authority. The keywords you're going to say are rent assistance because of COVID. Mortgage or utility assistance because of COVID. And there you go. Now, what is important for you to know? Number 1, you must, M-U-S-T, must reach out to all 6. Do not reach out to one and call it a day, because why? They have different eligibility. If one says no, reach out to the next one. And they have different pots of money. Do not reach out to one, get a no, and then stop. That is not how we do it. Number 2, apply everywhere. So do not apply in one place and call it a day and say, I haven't heard back from them. No, that's not how we do it. Apply everywhere. Finally, understand you can get multiple rounds even at the same time. You can get one pot of money for rent from one organization and then get it from another organization in the same week. You can get one round of rent from an organization in February this year and then come back again in July, for example, and get another round. So get multiple rounds. That is why the rent has now grown, because people have gotten multiple sums of rent. Let's do the same thing as well when it's for mortgage assistance. Same keywords and same approach. All right, here we go for utilities. This was the graphic 3 months ago, $5,000 to $7,000. Then it went to $15,000 last month. Guess where it is now? It's even higher. Wow. The utilities assistance is going even higher. And what's going on here? Because utilities bills are going up. The consumer price index number released last week showed that heating oil is going up 49.1% year to date. So you need more utility assistance. Pick up the phone, call all utility companies. Don't call one, call all of them. What's important to understand is that when you look at utilities, you can do this. I mean, this is where we show no excuse for saying, I don't know how to do this. Have you ever picked up the phone and called your electric company because the power was out? Did you ever call the gas company because you smelled a leak? Well, you could do that. All you do is need a cell phone, a pen, and a paper. You can do this yourself. I know you can. All right, here we go. SNAP, money for food. You should not be paying for your own food. Why? Because if you qualify for a third stimulus check, then you qualify for SNAP. SNAP is a fortune. Mark's brother-in-law is getting $25,000 a year, every year for the next 10 years. At least that's $250,000 he got from this channel. You get it from Department of Agriculture. Reach out to them, Department of Agriculture, and get on SNAP today. And it went up 25% lifetime starting last month. Next, you need to get combo items, combinations. So get more than one item. Here's Nancy. She got 3 items, 32,000. Nisi, longtime viewer, got 3 items, 23. Mark, he got 2 items. So I said to Mark, wait a second, you got 2 items, 32,000, where's your third item? So Mark got the third item. What happened? Here you go. He went to 50,000. He went from 32 to 50,000 with that third item, but Mark didn't stop there, because since then, Mark has gotten several more items and he's at $100,000. Lorraine, she was at 105, now she's at 120, which tees up the example of Johnny. Johnny embodies everything you should do when you're doing third stimulus. Why? Because he did exactly what I told you to do and a little bit more. Johnny was one of 3 viewers who started a particular week with $0 from this channel. By the end of the middle of the week, on a Wednesday, 3 of them each had 45,000 from 3 programs. They did not know each other. 3 programs, 45,000. Pretty good, you would say. Yeah, it's pretty good. But Johnny didn't stop there. He continued to push. By the weekend, 2 more days later, he got 7 total items approved. 7 items approved in 5 days. That's how you do it. But how did he do it? He did not call 7 places because he got 7 approvals. He probably called 15 places. That's what you do. You don't stop calling. He called 15 places and got 7 items approved. How much money did he get? $80,000. Not a rarity. Not a rarity. I've had countless viewers go over 100,000. This week alone, in the 1 week that I brought back third stimulus, I haven't gone more than maybe every 3 hours with another viewer saying, I got $1,000 here, I got $2,000 there. It's just spreading like wildfire. I'm so excited for you. You're doing so well. Every few hours, someone says 1,000 here or $2,000 there, a few $500 there. And the programs are getting, just like I said, way into the future. Way into the future. That's what you do. Now, the second part of Johnny's story I really like. The following Monday, he reached out to his family members. He said, hey, I got $80,000 last week. Oh, where? YouTube. This kid in LA, he's the real deal. What happened? He taught me about third stimulus, that there was all this money out there, and I got $80,000. Family members looked at him and said, what? Third stimulus only has a $1,400 stimulus check. I saw that on the local news, on cable news channel networks, and I saw it on print media. There is no other money in third stimulus except a $1,400 stimulus check. Johnny said, no, there is. They just don't cover it. He does, and I'll show you how to do it. And within 1 week, by the end of that Friday, those 2 family members went from non-believers to believers and got $50,000 each. There you go. That's how you do it. What's going on here? What's going on here is that other YouTube channels, print media, broadcast media, cable news networks, the biggest financial news channels, 1 and 2, right behind this channel, which is now number 3 in the nation, they don't cover it. It's just not in their subject of what they want to cover. I don't know why. They want to cover something else. So they don't cover how to apply for money under first stimulus. They don't even cover the programs under second stimulus or what's under third stimulus. They put up a graphic at best for 10 seconds that shows 1, 2, 3, 4 items. And they say, there's what's in the recon. Thank you. Good luck. Have a great day. And you never know how to get this money. This is what I do, and this is why this channel has over 140 million views in a year and a half. Because you learn, we help each other. The volunteers help you, I help each other. And every time you have a success story, post in live chat because you inspire someone else to get that money. All right, let's go back into forced stimulus. When you look into forced stimulus and the exciting details of forced stimulus, wow, it's just great because there's other items in that forced stimulus for housing besides these provisions so far. And those other provisions in housing are the home repairs, the low-income home repairs. So if you're in a house that is a low-income community, you get those home repairs. That's a grant. And then they got the weatherizing your home, and then the free for the purchase price of your first home. Yes, they got money in there as well. Very exciting details across the board. Then let's go to the next item in this incredible recon. It is the $150 billion of home health care for seniors and people on disabilities. Wow, that is incredible. Then they got money in there for the $550 boost, $550 check for my Pell Grant recipients. It's incredible. They got that money in there as well. They got in there then the $12,500 for the purchase of a new electric vehicle. This is very strange. I expect you to hear this on broadcast media pretty soon because there's something wrong here. There's a couple things wrong with this electric vehicle provision. Number one, it's only one car, and maybe it'll be 3 cars. You can have a body of law that serves 3 cars. Does it make sense? Currently, it's a Chevy Volt. It's probably going to be the Hummer, which is $120,000. Who does a stimulus package for a $120,000 car? It may soon include the Lyric by Cadillac and also the Lightning by Ford. But the provision provides that the car is electric. It's made by Ford, Chrysler, GM. It's made by unions, and it's made in the U.S. It's that last sentence that's the problem, because Ford, Chrysler, and GM does most of their electric cars with union workers, paid union salaries and union benefits in Mexico and Canada. So wait a second, that triggers a second problem. I think it's a trade violation. I think it's a trade war violation. We have a free trade agreement between Mexico and Canada. They do not pass laws in the United States that deter people from buying things that are built in the neighboring states. And here you're doing exactly that. The Ford Mustang Mach-E, beautiful car. It's electric. Look it up. It's gorgeous. And it's union made by Ford, by union workers in Mexico. So you're forced to buy the Cadillac Lyric because it's made in, I guess, Tennessee, versus the Mustang because it's made in Mexico. Same workers, same union, same company. It doesn't make any sense. I think it's a violation. I don't think it's going to survive. Then they got $65 per child in there for that recon. Then one of the best provisions of Incredible Recon is the cheaper medication. Starts day one. What's at issue? 20 years of Medicare, they could not negotiate cheaper prescription medication prices. No longer the case. On day one, the most expensive medications, 20 of them, will be slashed dramatically. This is the money for the most expensive medication, like arthritis and diabetes and cancer. For example, a dose of insulin, currently $1,000 a treatment, is going to be at $35. How's this going to work? 20 medications right out the door will undergo good faith negotiation for the first time in 20 years between Medicare and Big Pharma. And then the number of medications will grow by 30 by the year 2028. Wow. They cannot increase more than the rate of inflation. And if they do, there's a penalty provision. Penalty provision? Oh, that's the laugh that Pat Toomey is doing somewhere over in the Senate. He's a Republican. And while he's a Republican, he's pretty good on knowing laws and provisions. He's very sophisticated with stuff like this. We've been watching him on this channel for over a year, and he says you cannot have a penalty provision in the recon. I think if he says that, it's probably true. So where is that going to get determined? With the Senate parliamentarian. The Senate parliamentarian is a non-government official, is a government official, but a nonpartisan person. And she looks at provisions on the recon, says, this does not belong. You have to take it out. You take it out, the money doesn't go away, just the programs. So he is going to put forward to her any provision like the penalty provision that does not belong. The immigration reform likely to come out. She previously said does not belong in there. The paid leave is a battleground. And if I was a senator, I would say I'm going to put that made in the United States provision for the electric car for you, because I think it's a violation of trade rules. I don't think you can have a recon that violates other rules of the Senate. It doesn't make any sense. Shame on the president for doing that. I'm not happy that he has that provision in there. What are we just serving? We're serving one car, a recon for one car or two cars. Needless to say, I can go on and on about that. Maybe I will. Maybe it'll be in the commentary later. All right, let's get to the incredible details of what's going on with those senators. So now you see this graphic on the screen, 15,000. It's undervaluing the situation. It clearly is, because everything under third stimulus is returning, and third stimulus paid you $45,000 across the board. So it's not going to be 15,000. That's pretty low. But guess what? The senators are adding stuff in there. So it's 15,000 from the House bill provisions. The senators are adding provisions in there. They're not going to really be removing anything. At least the Democrats are. And remember, if the Republicans try to do something by parliamentarian, it doesn't remove the money. It just removes the programs. So the senator changes. What are they? Bernie says it's the best bill since the 1960s, but more money is going in there. He said that. I had the very first quote from him saying that. I think it was almost a month and a half ago. And he repeated it this week as soon as the House bill was passed. Ron Wyden, who has a lot of stuff, he was Mr. FPOC Retro, remember him? He wants to add a lot of stuff in there as well. He, of course, he's the W of the MSC. He has a significant amount of work to do. There's Chris Coons, who is one of the C's of the MSCs. MSC does not stand for Coons. I mean, he's one of the C's that you call of the 6 senators. He wants to add a lot of provisions in there, and Murphy expects provisions to be added in there. So get that pen and paper ready. Let's go over some money that's in this recon. Here we go. Universal pre-kindergarten, 1 year, 3 to 4 year olds, front end check. Then the child care back end check, the CTC, $3,600 approximately for 1 more year for you per child. Earned income tax credit for my essential workers back end check 1 year. The home health care, this is likely just a covered benefit. And then the hearing aid, probably a check in the mail for this one. We went over the rent. We went over the $550 Pell Grant for one time. And then we went over the $65 per month when the kid is not in school for food. So what's Bernie adding in there? In addition to push to add an MSC, his push is also for lowering the eligibility age of Medicare, dental, and vision. And I think he's going to get all three in there, personally. So lowering the eligibility age of Medicare. Where are we right now? We're at 65. He wants it 55. I think that's a little bit of a push. Bob Casey wants it at 60. I think they can do 60. Then Bernie wants dental in there. I think they have to put dental in there. I think this is a travesty. They don't put dental in there. Bernie wanted 10 years full benefits, a big reach. Not happening. That's too much money. Then he wanted to do 3 years full benefits. I think that's possible. The current last offer was a check, and I didn't think it was sufficient whatsoever. It was an $850 check to you per year if you're a senior on Medicare for dental, but that's not even a procedure. What is that? 3 cleanings? I mean, what is that? That doesn't cover anything. So I think they're going to do more about that as well. And then finally, vision. Bernie wants an eye exam per year and a pair of frames, new per year. And I said, eye exam, that's $50. Pair of frames, you go get frames filled with the prescription. That's $150. You're done. Send the check out every year. Oh no, that caused much controversy. Much of controversy. What was that controversy? You know what that controversy was. It was frame wars. Frame wars, which heated up yesterday. As I said to viewers, send me your funny comments and your real comments, because I can't figure out which one is which. One viewer sent me a comment yesterday, said she has 3 frames and she has to get them filled every year, Bernie. So do it, Bernie. She needs sunglasses, reading glasses, and a normal vision glasses. And they have to be 14 karat gold, because she's golden. She's not the Oscar, but she's golden. She's not the Golden Globes, but she's golden. And I said, they're not going to do that. There's nothing golden about these people. Except maybe there's some gold in some of those Joe Manchin mines. But, no, there's nothing golden about these people. Frame Wars started with one viewer who went $550 frames. Then one viewer who went $1,000 trifold frames. I'm still not sure what a trifold frame is. I guess it keeps on folding. It's sort of like origami of frames. And then another viewer saying, I need special color in my frames. They don't always see eye to eye with the purple power, so why do you think they're going to give you purple glasses? So what is the resolution to frame wars? I don't know. But here's the latest on frame wars. And there you go, my friends. That's frame wars. The guy doing that very distracting dance, he should have done that when Kevin McCarthy was talking. Distract him quickly. There you go. Let's go to the next add-on, which would come by executive order. It is student loan debt forgiveness. It doesn't have to go by recon. The president has a big offer on the table, and the Democrats should take it. I don't know why they've gone sort of mum on the subject. Liz, are you listening? Chuck, are you listening? I know I'm whispering, but are you listening? Take the $10,000. Come on already. The president forgave student loan debts for people who became disabled after graduation. Then people went to work in the nonprofit sector, then the public sector. The president's offer on the table, $10,000. Take it. You don't have to close out previous next other offers next year. Just take this one for now. This stimulus, 5.9%. Your benefits are going up next year. If you never got that letter from Social Security, don't worry. Your benefits are going up 5.9% starting January 1st. This is you. SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits. But get ready because this stimulus is right behind that. Why? Because COLA doesn't do anything for anyone. It's awful. COLA was not moving for many, many years. And so your benefits were devalued, undervalued, pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, and now after the pandemic. So under FIT stimulus, they first want to raise your benefits up one big time to get you caught up, then apply a new benchmark. The new benchmark is inflation. That would be applied every December starting 2022 and every year thereafter. That'll give you 2-3% every year additionally lift up because once you step up, you never step down. First, 5.9%, then catch you up. Then the benchmark, 3 lifts in 1 year. They're going to remove the asset cap, remove the income cap, and remove the marriage penalty. Finally, if you haven't become a member, what are you doing? Become a member today and hit that link under the video to get that newsletter that comes out Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, via the YouTube alert system and the LALATE alert system, which is at news.la.com/alerts. That link is also in the description. That's free to sign up for. The membership newsletter is very important because it features the big money you can get on the third stimulus, and if you have bills to be paid, get that newsletter. It features the 6 places you reach out to. It features the keywords you say. It features the 5 nonprofits you can reach out to because those nonprofits are helping with homeless people in the shelters, clothing, eligibility on some of those other items if you have an eligibility issue, small appliances like a portable heater or a furnace, and small nominal repairs like a broken window in the house. Then it features the statement from Treasury that dedicates the additional $13 billion going out locally for the rent. You qualify for this money. So get that incredible newsletter because the big success stories of this channel have been the Marks, the Johnnies, the Lorraines, and similar, the Nieces, who have picked up the phone and done this themselves. You can do that. And with that, we go into my final commentary as we start a beautiful weekend and a beautiful week upon us. My final commentary as we go into the final minutes of this video is that very, very exciting. And I'm very excited about how informed viewers have been in the reaction to the House passage. Viewers immediately understood what happens next. These viewers, this channel, you were very informed and very up to date based upon my recordings of what happens next. You understood the importance of the Senate versus the House. You understood how the Senate is so different. It's very important. If you're new to this channel, let me tell you what's going on at the Senate. The Senate is sort of like starting over, but not going back to scratch. It's like you delivered a cake, but it doesn't have icing on it. It doesn't have the cherries on it. It doesn't have the whipped cream on it. Now the Senate is going to say, oh, you delivered us a cake. I'm going to start adding stuff on this because it looks good, but it's not ready to be delivered. And that's what the Senate does. So in a way, it's very important that you really push now. No longer time to push with the House members. So you can sort of put them aside. We're no longer advocating with the House members. We're only advocating with the senators. Casey Coons, Warren Wine, and Sanders Schumer. Pick up the phone and advocate. It's always very important for me to deliver the message in a way that you understand it, but also in a way that it doesn't become off the tracks. Here's a case in point. I used to always have a graphic on the screen that said, this person called this senator, and this senator said that. And you know what I'd rather just do right now is I'd rather just say who called, sent me a message, and they got a yes back. Because guess what? If I start mentioning senators, there were enough negative, fake people who don't want you to have money that would sort of swirl around, say, I called out that same person. That same person said no to me. So rather than give that person the opportunity to say no to your yes, I'm just going to say, these are the viewers who called. You know their names. You recognize them in the live chat. They called. They got a yes today. You need to advocate. What's important to understand is that there's a lot of stuff missing in this recon. And that a lot of stuff missing in the recon is a time element. And the time element, I've been very frank with you. There's no forced stimulus checks going out this coming week. There's no forced stimulus anything going out next week. Because you saw it a few weeks ago. Some people saying, so the moment it lands in the Senate, they vote the next day and we send out a check? No. That not only is that calendar cod or calendar Colleen, but it's setting yourself up for trouble, because what you're doing is you're waiting for an event to happen for forced stimulus. I'm so excited for you, though. I'm so excited because you understood the importance of third stimulus this week, and you have really done incredible jobs. Third stimulus is not just paying money, bills right today. It's paying bills very far in the future. Lorica has a wonderful example. She took my advice, and I talk about utilities, and she called up and she got wood to 2022. Wood, what's she making? Is she making a birdhouse? No, her home runs on wood. I love it. So she has a wood burning stove, and that's how she heats the home. That's how she cooks as well. Guess what she got? She didn't get wood for this month. She didn't get wood for tomorrow or next month. She got wood into 2022. Now, I have no idea if they're delivering all the wood today or they're delivering the wood every few weeks, but I love the story. That's what you do to modify the situation. In a given day, you have rent, you have utilities, you have mortgage assistance, you have food, you have internet, you have clothing, you have holiday meals. You can get these items paid today, third stimulus. And the nonprofits, you can get them paid today. We're going to dedicate our time, and you are going to dedicate your time in a given week. Give yourself some time to call Casey Coons, Warren Wine, and Sanders Schumer, and then give yourself some time to get your money. And if you got one item, because I've got a lot of viewers send me beautiful messages this week. I got one item, got two items. Good. Get more. Keep on pushing. It becomes addictive. Finally, if you're watching this video and you're a senior, you don't use a computer, no problem. All you need is your cell phone. All you need is your cell phone, honey. A cell phone and a piece of paper. You've called these people before. You've called your city hall before. You've called your water department before, gas. Say, hi, utility assistance because of COVID. I need this money. And you can do this. You're not going to call one phone call. You're going to call 16. You're going to call 7. You're going to call 10. You may say, oh, really? Yes, you're going to do it because this is thousands and thousands of dollars. I've been doing this for over a year, and I know the impact it makes on families, especially during the holidays. As you wake up and then suddenly realize, oh, I don't have to pay that rent bill. I'm covered for rent till May 2022 because I watched LALATE and I have a rent bill. So I have an extra few $100s available this month because I don't have to pay the rent. Now you know what? I'm going to do this or that with that extra few $100s that's sitting around, whether it's fixing the car in the driveway, or maybe it's buying another holiday gift or having another person over for a holiday meal. It makes a big difference. And differences change lives. And certainly unusual things change lives. And that's why millions of people in Los Angeles were so surprised when a strange YouTuber delivered cows to a beach this week. Who delivers cows to a beach? Well, this YouTuber thought it would be very inventive and very good marketing to deliver cows to Santa Monica Beach to promote the return of a certain personality and a very popular show called Holidays LA, which detailed holiday decor and holiday spirit and holiday food. And people were just sort of surprised. Are those really cows? They were cows. They were cows on the beach. If you missed it, let's take a look and see those cows that arrived this week. And there you go. Get ready for Thanksgiving, get ready for the holidays, and get ready for the continuation of LA later today. We have a big show on evenings LA at 5 o'clock, and then we have Countdown at 6 o'clock. Street and Simless at 7, and then Sirloin at 8. Shows at 9, at 10, 11:30 tonight. All are about the same programs under this For Simless Recon. So watch those little videos, bring the pen and paper ready, and get ready to learn. Stay informed, stay focused, have a beautiful day, and subscribe. For 400,000 subscribers on YouTube record, I want you brothers and fellow family, hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and become a member. Continue to advocate and continue to call and get that big money on the third Simless. If you can make those phone calls on the third Simless, I can come on camera and deliver you a recording, whether it was half a voice or a full voice. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.